Trump got caught.
Right there.
Do I take off the glasses?
Back again. So I've been thinking about making this video for a while, working on my second YouTube video, and I had a whole script of things I wanted to do. I had this whole script and idea of talking about this trip going to Lake Placid with my cousin, doing a review on the Sony A7IV that I bought like about 3 months ago, and I had the vicious case of, I guess, whatever you call the version of writer's block for cinematographers or photographers. Whatever that is, I had it. And yeah, so I want to talk about struggling with creating. I think for a lot of people who are creators, we get stuck on this idea that whatever we create has to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, no one deserves to see it. I think it's all about just going out there, creating, and just putting stuff out there. I think that's what it's all about. When it comes to creating art, whether it's paintings, whether you're shooting something, whether you're creating images, taking pictures, honestly, unless you have a client who's telling you to do exactly what they want, they have a vision, you really can't go wrong. Like, there really isn't a wrong way of doing this. You don't even have to be the master of doing any of this stuff. I think the beauty is really in the journey. The beauty is really in just going out there and putting yourself out there, taking risks, and just being comfortable with stuff just not being perfect. Life is not perfect. We're not perfect as people, so it's unrealistic to put that type of pressure on yourself. I came to realize, like, hey, just put yourself out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Whatever you're working on doesn't have to be perfect. Work on it. If you put it out there, it's just another opportunity for you to look at your work and say, okay, how can I improve? And then you move forward from there. I think life is all about progression, and life is all about failing forward. But yeah, as far as the Lake Placid trip, if you ever end up in Lake Placid, definitely check out, you gotta check out Whiteface Mountain. We had a good time up there, and here's a quick clip of me up there talking about the Sony A7IV.
Do I take off the glasses? It looks like way different.
Right there is Lake Placid, and I believe that's East Lake right there.
Wow, look at that view.
Real dope, huh? So right now I'm shooting on a Sony A7IV. I have a ND filter just to cut down on the light, and it helps with, you know, being able to get a little bit of the shallow depth of field when it's super bright outside. So the main reason why I decided to do this trip was I wanted to come out here and test out the Sony A7IV. It's my first time ever having a Sony. Tell me what you guys think of the quality. Is the video on point? I'm shooting at 24 frames per second right now, so that's the video quality coming out of the camera. I'm shooting in S-Logs. I'll maybe do a before color grade and boom, after color grade in post, so you guys can see the quality of the video. And I'm shooting in 8-bit, but the camera does shoot in 10-bit, so it's got that flexibility. I don't see any reason why I would shoot in 10-bit, because it's just content for either social media or YouTube. But if you want to have the flexibility, if you're trying to do a more professional job like a wedding, then you have the flexibility to shoot in 10-bit, where you just gotta get more data. You can push those images more when you're color grading.
It's crazy. It looks way better with the glasses on.
Oh yes, it's a dope view. Gorgeous view right there.
You ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
I'm
Head
ready.
on back.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Signing off from the top of Whiteface Mountain. Check out that view. There's two ways to get up to Whiteface Mountain. You could either drive all the way up. There's a place where you can park at the top, or you could hike all the way up to the top. There's a scenic route where you could hike, but I'm not too familiar with it, and we didn't have much time, so you know, we didn't have time to hike up. I'm not sure if it's like 6 miles up to the top, so we just drove all the way up to the top, pay a parking fee, and then there's a small hike from where you park all the way up to the top. Yeah, so we did that. And when you get up, there's definitely a beautiful view up there. 360-degree view of upstate. I think you could see all the way as far as like the Canadian border, but don't quote me on that, I'm not an expert. But spent the rest of the day checking out, you know, some of the places. Like Main Street wasn't too far from where we stayed. It was just like a 2-minute drive. Okay, not two. It was probably like a 5-minute drive to get to Main Street, but if you're feeling like just walking, you could walk around from where we stayed at the Placid Bay. Beautiful place to stay. It's a little bit more of low-key, not necessarily like a hotel, but more low-key. It's got a beautiful view of, I'm not sure, I forgot the lake. It's lake. I know it's not Mirror Lake because Mirror Lake is on the other side. It's got a nice little spot where you can, you know, watch the sunset. So the first day we watched the sunset, hanged out over there with me and my cousins. There are a lot of like spots where you can grab food out there on Main Street. Let me check my Google Maps. Okay, so as far as places to grab food, there are like a lot of dope places, nice little food spots. The one place we grabbed the Breakfast Club. You gotta check that place out. They have great food at the Breakfast Club. And for a little dessert, definitely check out Emma's Lake Placid Creamery. They got very, very good shakes, desserts, all the sweet treats. Yeah, just go to Main Street, you know. There's gonna be plenty of places where you can grab food. We ran into some people who had some exotic cars out there, like a couple Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and stuff like that. Took some pictures. It was a good time. So as far as the trip to Lake Placid, me and my cousin, we had a great time. As far as the Sony goes, it's a great camera. As far as the channel, I definitely want to put out more content that's going to motivate people and encourage people to go out there and create. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like the video, comment, tell me what camera you're thinking of buying. This is also a new YouTube channel, so feel free to let me know what you might be interested in knowing about the Sony A7 IV. Or if you're interested in buying a camera, let me know in the comments down below what camera you're thinking of getting. And maybe I might give you a little bit of information on that in the next video, so just let me know. Once again, like I said, like the video. You don't have to like the video if you don't feel like it, but I would appreciate it if you like the video very much. I mean, just like the video and drop a little comment in there. That's all for this video. You guys be good.